Hey, everybody, sit back, relax, undo those slacks, and grab yourself some snacks because Shifty Sunday starts right now. Right now. Hey, everybody, welcome to Shifty Sunday. I'm your host with the most that likes garlic butter on his toast, Hebro77 here, and welcome to Shifty Sunday. You may notice I have this stupid StreamYard sticker up in my corner. I hate it. It looks retarded, and I don't want to have it. Tonight's Shifty Sunday is probably not going to be a very long one because they limit the amount of time that we have here. But let me go ahead and give this room a shout out, and then I'm going to tell you a few things because we've got quite a topics to cover and go over here. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have Nicole Ackerman, who has had an awful experience, and I'm sorry to hear that, Nicole Ackerman. I hope all goes well with you the rest of your week. We've got Michael Fontaine, and if I had my tag team partner here, Sagittarically speaking, he would also say Michael Fontaine. We got Heather Rodriguez. We got Sweet Connie Joe. And let's see, I think Philo Fire was here earlier. No, Eddie Von Keen was here earlier. And of course, there's our lurkers in the lurker lounge. And we have the greatest lurker lounge around. We do, right here. I do. Me. I do. Here on Shifty Sunday. Me and Saggy. Saggy was going to entertain the idea of popping in tonight. Not that he has anything against Shifty Sunday or anything like that. But his schedule, you see, him and Armor do this fantasy football league thing around this time. And so tonight is the big draft, and it's kind of hard to focus on a big draft night such as tonight without, and be on the show at the same time. But me and Saji did do a live stream together the other day. Some of you were here to see that live stream. But now, the big reason why I'm here by myself and why I'm here doing the live stream this week and why I was unable to do it last week, for those of you that don't know, my channel got banned last week or the week before. Yeah, it's been over a week now. And it got banned because YouTube didn't like something I said about the 2020 you know what. I dared to have an opinion about that. And so and I don't even think I even so much is spoke up about that, but I was talking about Biden, and I was talking about Trump, and I was talking about how the FBI was raiding his home and so forth and so on. If you saw that Shifty Sunday, let me know in the comments. Then you know what I'm talking about. Um, Nicole Ackerman, you're welcome. I hope that my advice finds you well. I hope that hopefully you'll have no more incidents. And if you do, I would definitely report that to the police. If not, just for your own safety. Yes, of course, for your own safety, but just to make sure it doesn't happen to other people, because that could be a problem. I mean, what if that was a small child or a teenager? That would have been a horrible, horrible situation because they would have gone with him. Hey, we have Bone breaking action in the house. Um, Bone breaking action, you're a good guy. I wouldn't mind if you joined me later if you had a chance. Um, but yes, I had a Shifty Sunday that got shut down because of what I said. And, you know, um, we don't have the right to free speech in this country anymore. And I do realize that YouTube is not just this country, it is worldwide. So maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. But piracy is definitely a thing, and it's definitely real. And it's coming to the point where it's weird because, there are some things. When I was a kid, for an example, and I want to talk about the NFL. We'll use the NFL for an example because Sadji and Armour are doing their NFL draft thing right now. So, in the NFL a few years ago, they had controversy over the whole, kneeling during the national anthem thing and all the other stuff like that. Me personally, that's kind of why I quit watching football. I quit being involved in football. And I think a lot of other fans would agree with that they had turned them off. It's like, you know, I don't care if you're a kneeler, if you're a stander, or whatever. Having politics in sports to me is just wrong, 100%. We tune in to watch sports to get to as a distraction from the real world for a while, same way we do with movies or television. We want to be entertained. We want to see our favorite team do well. The last thing we want is when we turn on the TV for politics to be interjected into our sports. We have enough of that in our everyday lives as it is. Just play the freaking game. That's it. It's a game. Just play it. You know, that's the way I feel about that. But the reason why I bring up the whole national anthem thing and stuff like that, because when I was a kid and I was at school, we had to do the Pledge of Allegiance. We didn't have a choice. There was no, oh, yeah, you can just sit out in the hall if you don't want to do the pledge. No, you just did it. You didn't even think about it because everyone else stood, you stood. And when they did it, you did it. You didn't think about it. And if you didn't do it, you were asleep at the wheel. In other words, the teacher would be like, hey, pay attention, stand up. Come on, we're doing the pledge. And the thing is, you didn't even know all the words. When you're a little kid, you don't pay attention to that stuff. You don't care. You just know that everyone else was doing it. And it was something that you didn't have a say in the matter. You stood up, you put your hand over your chest, over your heart, and you just kind of mouthed the words. I mean, right? Am I right? When you're a little kid, you didn't memorize this thing. I don't even know half of it now. Now, as an adult, it does matter. It matters to me. It matters out of respect for our nation, out of respect for the troops that have died, that have fought and died for our freedoms, our freedom of expression, our freedom of religion, our freedom of choice. So when you think about that, and getting back to the whole kneeling, standing thing during the national anthem, those men and women who choose to kneel for the national anthem have every God-given right to do that. I have every God-given right to complain about it just as much as they have every God-given right to do it. Okay? Those men and women who fought and died for this country, that's why they fought and died. So for us to stand up here and say, this isn't right, they shouldn't do that, this shouldn't be, kind of is a contradictory, right? So if you're going to say Well, that's just wrong. That's fine. You should have the right to do that. But at the same time, you know, they have the right to do what they're doing as well. But what I'm trying to get at here is, people did things back in my day. We just did things. We didn't think twice about it. We didn't have a choice. There was no, you can either do this or stay in the corner. When prayer was in school, we prayed in school. There was no, oh, what, you have a different religion? Sorry, you could sit in the closet, the coat closet, while we all prayed. No, you all prayed together as a class. That's just the way it was. Now, of course, we have separation of church and state, and now the teachers who are either in my generation or old enough to, I guess, be my kids' generation, are standing up and they're saying, we want the gay flag at school, or we want the transsexual flag in school. We want this. And people just said, okay, this is the United States of America. We have the freedom of speech. You guys want all those different flags? Fine. We have the American flag. So then they decided somewhere along the line they weren't going to, they're going to start taking down the American flag. So now this became a problem, not because of the American flag or anything like that. A flag is a flag is a flag when you come down to it. But it's like, if you're going to tell me that I have to put up your flags, your symbolisms in school where my children are being taught, by the way, and that's the other thing I want to talk about tonight is you don't own your children. You just don't. You don't own your children. And I'll get to that here in a minute. Hello, DD74. Good that you joined us here tonight on Shifty Sunday, Mr. DD74. But so now they wanted to put up their flags, but they wanted me to take down my flag, the American flag, the flag that stands for the country, the United States of America, the country that my uncles sacrificed and died for in World War II. So now you're going to tell me that I can't have something like that represents our freedom. That's kind of contradictory, isn't it? You're free to put your stuff up, but we're not free. So now what they're doing is they're just taking it all down. They're just getting rid of everything. They're getting rid of the American flag. They're getting rid of the gay flags and everything. And I think that's how it should be. Hey, good, fine. While you're at it, though, why don't we put uniforms on kids? The private schools have them. The Catholic schools have them. Let's unify everybody. This is all about division. The U.S. government wants to cause the division because they don't like what you have to say. They don't like what you have to do because it goes against their narrative. The mainstream media controls the government. The government controls the mainstream media. They rub their dicks, they rub theirs. That's the way it goes. And if you don't believe me, just go against anything that CNN, CNBC, Fox News, I don't care who you are. You could be for the left, you could be for the right. It doesn't matter. The government controls the voice of the media. And as long as the government controls the voice of the media, it could be Republican, it could be Democrat, it don't matter. They control you. And as I was saying a while ago, you don't own your children anymore. The government owns our children. The government owns our children, and the government makes that clear. The minute you make a mistake and it goes up on social media, if you spank your child, if you misgender them, if you say anything at all, discipline them in any kind of way, Child and Family Services will come down on you like a bag of rocks. And who does Child and Family Services work for? The government. And what has the government been trying to do for years now? New World Order. And you know what? I'm probably going to get in trouble with YouTube for misinformation. So I'll see you guys in another 2 weeks, I guess. But as far as I know, I'm not breaking any YouTube policies by saying any of this stuff. A lot of it, yes, it's controversial what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is true. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, look, all of those companies, if the government wanted to, they could shut them down. They could regulate them. They could say this or that, but they don't, because social media works for the government. The government controls the people's voice. They control what you say, what you can and cannot say. And the way that they do this is you're allowed to say whatever you want to say, but the minute you're on a social platform, because big business owns that social platform and government owns big business. So anytime you say anything that goes against the official narrative, guess what? The social platform, whoever they may be, it could be Facebook, YouTube, I don't care if it's even the so-called free social networks like Odyssey and 10-bit and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. Government owns all of it. Why? Because government owns the internet too. They own all the internet companies. They own all the cable companies. They own all the media companies. You think Newsmax and independent news corporations are truly 100% independent? No. They're going to, one day, they're going to say stuff that government doesn't agree with, and they're going to silence them. So you can say anything you want as long as you don't say it on a social media platform, or as long as you don't walk the streets and wear it on a t-shirt. Let me tell you something. Years ago, when I was a child growing up, people got mad at the right things to get mad at. Now people get mad because somebody said something about that chick's blue hair, or somebody said, or the government, or somebody who's fine. Here's the thing, real quick. Even the whole abortion thing, the whole turnover, the government turned that over. Okay. Now, a lot of people are for that. A lot of people are against it. But guess who incited it? That was the government. And they don't care if it was for the right reason, the wrong reason. They don't care what the reason. They knew that if they did that, there would be a divisional problem. It was divisive, and they knew it. Now, I don't want there to be abortion, and I'm not for abortion. But the government doesn't give a shit. You know, they overturned that for one reason only. Not because they knew they were doing the right thing, because they knew it would be divisive. Because guess what? The C word is practically over with. There is no more C word. Nobody's getting the jab. Nobody's going along with it. We're sick to death of it. We're fighting against all of this stuff. And they know that. So now they're trying to find something else for us to be divisive about. They're trying to find yet another way to separate us. And here's the other way they separate us is they separate us from our children. And I talked about this on I talked about this on that Shifty Sunday broadcast that got taken down. And I got news for YouTube. I do have a clip of that Shifty Sunday broadcast that got taken down because it's in my StreamYard. So what I might do, I can't do it here, of course, but what I might do is take that Shifty Sunday broadcast that got taken down and put it over on Odyssey. Now, I could do that. I could make a video about it, and I could put it on Odyssey, and that way you guys aren't missing anything. And on that Shifty Sunday broadcast, I had all of those memes. I talked about Marglo. I talked about how the FBI is full of shit. And that's another thing. They'll hammer you if you talk about the FBI. Let me tell you something about the FBI. The Mafia, one of the biggest organizations on the friggin' planet, the Italian Mafia, had New York under control. They were into everything. Politics, the government, building contractors, construction, the trucking industry, the gas industry, you name it, they were into everything. Protection. Let me tell you something. When the Mafia ran the streets of New York, street crime, as far as street crime and gang violence went, the street crime and the illegal street violence, the gang violence was down by 75% when they ran things. When the FBI came in and thought they were being Mr. Big Shot Goody Two Shoes, and they interfered and they shut down the Mafia, street crime went back up to nearly 100%. I think it was like 97% or something like that. The Mafia kept street criminals, gangs like the Crips and the Bloods and all of those gangs, that the ones that really cause harm to you and me, they kept them at bay. Because number one, they kept them paid off. Number two, they kept them threatened. They were scared of the Italian Mafia. And the other thing is, cops were paid off, lawyers were paid off, judges were paid off, all the right people were paid up. Shit got done. Buildings got built. Everything was done cheap. We were having a good time in the 80s. And then all of a sudden, because Robert Kennedy, who's the brother of John Kennedy, of course, John Kennedy promised that when he got elected, he was going to give a mafia a certain certain seats on the House and whatnot. Well, they believed this because their father, Joe Kennedy, was one of the made guys. He was like he wasn't a made guy because he wasn't Italian, but he was with the mafia. And he was like a big deal. He was one of their biggest earners. So he went to them and asked as a favor for them to get his son elected president. So they went in and they helped him get elected president. And they said, okay, but you got to keep the feds off of our backs. And what was the very first thing that Bobby Kennedy did when he became the head of the FBI? Right? Bobby Kennedy, or I'm sorry, not the FBI, the CIA. When he became head of the Central Intelligence Agency, very first thing he did was, we're going to set up surveillance on these mob guys. We're going to set them up. Do you know why? Because Bob Kennedy at the time was trying to get with Marilyn Monroe. And some of the mob bosses were trying to go after Marilyn Monroe. And then his own brother, John Kennedy, who was president, told him, you need to back off because me and Marilyn, we have our own thing. And this set him off. This was the final straw that broke his back, right? This set him off. So now, after making the promise that he would get the FBI and CIA off of the mafia's back, he goes in and takes out the 5 families. There's 5 families, right? And he wipes out almost half of the mafia in New York City by 1980, like 82 or 83, knocks away half. Now, before this time, and this is why they assassinated John, right? They assassinate Kennedy. 2 reasons. Number one, because he fucked around with their business. That was number one. But number 2, and most importantly, the CIA tried to hire the mafia to assassinate Fidel Castro. And Robert Kennedy shut that down. He put a stop to it. And so now the CIA got found out about, everything got blown out into the air. The CIA, the head of the CIA, got in trouble. A whole stack of evidence came out. Everything was blown out to the public. And now the mafia was totally exposed. They got out in the open too. So they knew they couldn't get to Robert Kennedy at the time. So they had John Kennedy assassinated. And it wasn't till later they got to Robert. They would get to him eventually. But they had good old John assassinated. They found this guy, Lee Harvey Oswald, who was working for Russian Soviets at the time. He was working for the Russian mafia. So they made a deal with the Russian mafia because the Russian mafia hated Lee Harvey Oswald. They couldn't stand the fucking guy. So they wanted to get him off of their back. So the mafia set up this plan to make Lee Harvey Oswald the fall guy. So they try to make him the fall guy, right? So they take and they get rid of, they set up different guys sitting in different places. There was one guy sitting in the bushes, another guy sitting. They had another guy who was the limousine driver. He was in on it. And then they had the bodyguard, one of the bodyguards, which was a mafia member, which was one of their soldiers. He was in on it too. He was one of the assassins. So you had the 3 shots. None of those shots, of all of those shots, only one actually did come from Lee Harvey Oswald. He was set up by the Russian mafia. They told him they wanted him. They didn't want him to assassinate Kennedy. They wanted him to assassinate um, who was the guy that was with him, the governor of whatever. That was his initial target. It wasn't the president. It was the governor guy, whatever his name was. So that was the only shot that came from, and I think it was the one that shot Kennedy across the shoulder or whatever it was. The headshot was done by the mafia guy. I think it was the limo driver or the bodyguard. I can't remember. I think it was the bodyguard that got the headshot. But so after all this happened, you know, that's when Robert Kennedy started shutting down the mafia because he knew who did it. He knew who killed his brother. He knew all about it. And Jack Wallace, see what happened was as soon as Lee Harvey Oswald, as soon as his ass got captured and he got on TV, they knew that he was going to run his mouth about the Russian mafia and all this bullshit was going to somehow go to them because they knew he was a fucking rat. So they hired Jack Wallace or whatever his name was. Was it Jack? It wasn't Jack Wallace. It was Jack Wallace was the governor. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jack Wallace was the one that was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald. Sorry. But the guy who assassinated Lee Harvey Oswald was hired by the Italian mafia, Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby, who was making pornos for the Italian mafia, he had a porno business and he was making a shit ton. He had the porno business, he had the strip clubs, he had the peep show type of adult movie theater deals, and he was making a shit ton of money for the mafia. And they basically told him, you know, you need to get on top of this because Lee Harvey Oswald's going to run his fucking mouth. He's going to run his mouth. So they hired Jack Ruby to go in and shoot Lee Harvey Oswald, you know, after all of that assassination shit that went down. So that's where Jack Ruby came in at. Jack Ruby, if you go look it up, if you look up Jack Ruby, you'll see that he definitely had ties with the mafia. So anyway, all this stuff went down. What the heck are you talking about, Bear Lamb? Yeah. Very funny. Yeah, let me put that up there. He was a nightclub owner, yes, Michael Fontaine, but he had all these other businesses that were not legit. So you don't know about that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Marilyn Monroe, it was all tied in. It was all tied in. But anyway, so I don't know where I was going with this. I was talking about our freedoms and stuff. Oh, yeah. So the FBI shut down a group that wasn't hurting anybody but themselves. What people don't realize is the Italian mafia only killed people who had owed them money, who and those kind of people, they were crooks and slobs and all this other stuff in the first place. They were people that were somehow tied into mob. They killed their own people. In other words, they didn't just randomly shoot civilians that were standing on the street. Street gangs did this stuff, and the Italian mafia protected businesses, local businesses, from street gangs who did stuff. And that's what they were doing. And the FBI basically took out a group of vigilantes when it comes down to it. So you need to really check this stuff out. Google it. There's a whole documentary out there about Jack Ruby, the ties with the Italian mafia, the Kennedy assassination, Marilyn Monroe, the whole 9 yards. It's a really good documentary, and people should take a look at it. I think it's very interesting stuff. But anyway, me and Saji did a live stream last week. It was last Sunday. It was on my other channel. So at this time, what I would like to do is share a little bit of that live stream with you guys. For those of you that aren't connected to my other channel, that don't know, I have the Hebrews Toy Reviews channel. For those of you that missed it, me and Saji did a live stream, and I'm going to share that with you right now. And I'm sure there's something on here where I do talk about my time in YouTube jail and exactly what I went through when I was in YouTube jail. Now, File Fire and I think Michael Fontaine and I think Bone Breaking Action was there at the time of the live stream. So let's go ahead and take a look at the live stream. Can you guys see it? Okay, there it is. There's me and Saji. Happy Saji Day, by the way, to everybody. So here is Saji. Let's go.
Hey everybody, I'm your host with the most that likes blue milk on his toast, Hebrews 77.
See, we're going with the whole Star Wars theme there. And yeah, me and Saji are talking. And for those of you that missed this live stream, I will put a link down in the description.
Mute button. Yes, here we are in a galaxy far, far away doing another broadcast.
It is a galaxy far, far away, yeah. Far, far away from my main channel, and it looks like we've got one viewer at least, and that's good.
Yeah, well, it might be me, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But the point is, yeah, I don't know. Huh?
Yeah, I muted it. All right.
Sorry about that.
So we're going to talk Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that's right with it, everything that's wrong with it, and all that in between, my friend.
I hope so.
Well, first of all, I have to assume that you have watched the series.
I have watched up to like 5 episodes.
So you haven't seen the season finale yet?
I haven't seen the entire season, no.
Well, okay, well, hurry up. We'll wait for you.
We'll wait for me. With that being said, I have seen...
Now, I'm going to fast forward some of this because, like I said, if you guys want to see the entire live stream, I will put a link down in the description. But I do talk about what happened to me on YouTube and why it's very important that we cover ourselves when we talk about these subjects.
Man, you're reading this off of some kind of site, aren't you?
Oh, yes, of course.
He's telling bad Star Wars jokes. And fast forward this. Oh.
Kind of site, aren't you?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. Very good, though. I tell you, man. I want to get into YouTube right quick. I'll tell you, YouTube. See, Follow Fire wants to know why we're doing this show tonight on this channel and not on the other channel.
Uh-huh.
And apparently, silly me, I was under the impression that, this was a free country and we're allowed to have opinions and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, you're not, I had an opinion about a certain day that took place in the year 2020, and YouTube didn't like it. So, all I got to say is, here's what I'm going to do. Let's play a little game here. I'm going to shake my head. First of all, let me stop the camera. I'm going to shake my head to the opposite of everything that I'm saying. So, hold on. Let me shut off this virtual background crap because it doesn't serve any kind of purpose. I'll be honest with you.
It makes you look like Max Headroom with a baseball cap on.
I know. There we go. Okay. So YouTube, this is for YouTube only. I'm talking directly to them. Joe Biden is definitely our president, and he definitely won the presidency of the United States of America, and you can't question it. You shouldn't question it. And you should never, ever spread misinformation. And what I did was wrong. And I should just shut my mouth and abide in. Get it?
I get it.
Because, by the way,
Are you dizzy now?
You can't disagree with YouTube. You can't. You should know this. You have to do exactly everything that they say. And you have to like who they say to like, and you have to go along with their narrative. And Joe Biden's the president. The Easter Bunny is real. And Joe Biden is afraid of the Easter Bunny. That last one is true because you can look it up. It was on the news. So
yeah, we actually saw video footage of it.
He's afraid of the Easter Bunny.
Yes.
So
that might be spreading misinformation. I don't know. That's something YouTube policy is definitely against. And this is being done as a parody, as a joke. Ha ha ha. Just so they know.
Yeah. But BioFire likes what I'm doing here. Yeah, see, the thing about Odyssey, and that's the thing. People say, put your stuff on other platforms. That's fine, Danny. We've done that before, but it only goes away.
But if it went live on Odyssey right now, you might have 5 viewers show up if you were lucky.
Yeah. Which, really, right now, that's what we have here. But if I was on my main channel, I'd have a lot more. But the thing about doing stuff on Odyssey, like you said, Saji's like, it'd be nice if I could hit the easy button and it would switch all my subscribers over to the platform where I'm going to be switching over to.
Yeah, if everybody knew, if everybody was subscribed and would go to Odyssey, it would be a whole different story. But yeah,
I mean, that's down my YouTube account right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
But hold on, I got one more thing to say. YouTube is good people, and in no way, shape, or form are they a part of the Nazi party. Okay, that's all I have to say. See, and today's opposite day, by the way, but don't say that. By the way, did you know that opposite day can never be a real thing? Because if it's opposite day, then it's the opposite of the day that you're saying that it's opposite day of. So therefore, it can never be opposite day.
Like mind blown.
Yeah, I know, right? But seriously, though, man, I just wanted to get that off of my chest because I feel like I've been slighted. Am I saying that right? Slighted.
Slighted.
I mean, did they count it as a strike against you as well?
Yeah, it's a strike. It's not a nothing.
So, like, if you get how many more in what amount of time do you lose your channel?
Well, I've only got the one, so I got to get 2 more.
Oh, okay.
I have until November. I think it expires in November.
Oh, okay.
Which seems like a long time, but it's only like 3 months away, right?
That is so mind blowing that November's like 3 months away. Man, I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to fall, but at the same time, I'm not looking forward to fall. I'm not looking forward to those short hours, those where you only have to about 5, maybe 5:30 in the evening to where you could do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 o'clock comes around, it starts to get dark, and you're like, ah, crap, I can't do anything. That's coming up pretty soon. I mean, that's just going to happen like in a couple days from now, actually. It's going to be like September. So you got September, October. October comes around. I think we change our clocks back in November. If I'm not mistaken, we fall back or something like that. And that's, by the way, that's another load of bullshit that I don't really want to get into right now because we're going to watch some more of this. But it is so stupid. Like, why can't we either leave them right where they are so we have the same amount of daylight hours, or even spring them further ahead? Like, if you're going to change the time, change it ahead during the fall. Don't change it ahead during the summer. That doesn't even make sense. It stays light longer during the summer anyway. So why are we springing them ahead during the summer? We should spring them ahead during the winter so you have more time. I don't know. To me, that just makes better sense. But anyway, here's some more of that broadcast.
I mean, welcome to the club. I mean, look what happened to Dan. Look what happened to so many other channels that we used to watch. I mean, essentially, you have to have a backup channel nowadays. So I think you might want to. I mean, this one was working for the time being, but you might want to just create a backup channel that you start doing live streams on every so often, just to build up a fan base, so you have a decent backup channel for when you need it.
Yeah, they last that long, Wildfire, unfortunately, till they expire, and that's kind of the problem. Is they take it away like after so long, but they could go back to years ago and hit you with something that you did years ago.
Like right now, they could go through all of your videos. If they found 2 more strikes, they could take your channel down.
Right.
And so essentially, if they didn't want you to be on here no more, you won't be on here no more.
Right. No, I'd be done.
Once they decide that you're not fit for YouTube, you're essentially, it's not like they couldn't nitpick and find something.
Right.
Yep.
There's no telling what we said on all the other Shifty Sundays or Taco Tuesdays
or a video we played that could be considered a copyright strike, or 3 seconds of music or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows? So, oh well. Anyway, I've got this for right now, and you're right. What I need to do is create another channel.
So there it is in a nutshell, basically. So what I'm going to do right now at this time is go ahead and share. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it to this chat, and I hope that you guys, whoever's watching right now or maybe watching in the future, will come along and let's see here. Hebrew for president. Thank you, Heather. Heather Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen. Heather Rodriguez. By the way, she has agreed, for as long as I'm going to have this channel up, she has agreed to maybe come in every once in a while and be a co-host for me. She will be brand new to the channel, and hopefully things will work out, and we can all welcome her with a smooth welcoming, and I think everything's going to be great. I think that'll be a good sort of a hookup, if you will. But there is the link to my other channel. So in case this channel does get shut down again, hopefully it doesn't get shut down for what I've said here tonight, because that'll be another 2 weeks off of me. So we have DD74. Go Kart Bob is here. Go Kart Bob, good to see you. By the way, Bear Lamb is here. Bear Lamb, bone breaking action, where live streams are real. Now, I do have some sweet memes for you guys. I have a few memes in the news, by the way. Let's talk about the news for a second. In the news, Dr. Fauci is retiring. And there was a guy, I forget what governor he was. I think it was the governor of Texas or something like that. And he goes, "It's about damn time." He's like, "We should have chucked this moron away like a what was his exact words? I forget. It's like, we should chuck him like an elf, like a bad elf at Santa's workshop or something like that." And I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, Heather's going to be a new broadcast partner, if you will. She will be on Shifty Sunday, hopefully next week, if we can work things out that way. She may not be on the entire show. Like, she'll come in and maybe do an hour or so, or a couple hours, or an hour, just about an hour, maybe hour and a half. And then, but I think she'll be a welcomed addition. And of course, Saji, when he's not busy with the, what did I say? The fantasy football stuff, he'll be able to come in and do some broadcasting as well. So we'll have a pretty decent panel starting next week. I hope you guys will tune in for that. And everyone is welcome, of course. Come in and check it out. It should be a very good Shifty Sunday. And hopefully we'll have a lot more topics for you guys that we'll cover. But for now, let's do the What Do You Mean memes. Saji was kind enough to take some time out from his busy schedule and send me some memes. Because the memes I have, let's be honest. I don't come up with very good memes throughout the week. So Saji was kind enough to post these memes. So if you do see the memes and you disagree with them, let Saji know. By the way, Saji has done a video here recently, and I'm sure Scare Performance is going to show it on his channel somewhere down the line. But Saji did a video of Scare Performance, and he did the song and the lyrics, and I did the video for him. And I'm going to show that maybe at the end of the show, something for you guys to see. It's the Scare Performance rap video. It's called Scarab Was Hard. I think that's the name of the official title for it. I'm not sure. Sounds like a Mandela affected porno more than it does a rap video. But anyway, we got some memes. So I'm using the free version of StreamYard. So I don't know if the free version of StreamYard gives me music. Oh, yeah, yes, it does. Good. Okay, so let's play some music while we share the memes. Let's see what we got here. We got dance party. Okay, kind of some good. Oh, I don't know. I don't like that one. Daydreaming. Here we go. little bit of daydreaming music to set the tone for the memes. So here's your this week's What Do You Mean memes. So let me get the memes up. And we're going to show some memes here. Now, Saji sent these memes in, so I don't know exactly. He says I should share some of them at my own risk. So okay, let's keep that in mind. That's what he says there. All right. Now I was trying to look up some Fauci memes, but right now at my status, I don't think I should really do that. But here we go. Here's the first meme. Your first meme of tonight. Go ahead and get my share screen going. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we are. There's the first meme of tonight. Oh, and by the way, you guys read these at your own risk. So some of these I will not read out loud because they might be, too controversial for YouTube. So I don't want YouTube taking me down again. Right after I just came back. So just sit back, chill, relax. Let's read this. I can read this one, I'm sure. Hey, that's so cool. I got 1 like on my YouTube channel. Why are you freaking looking at? Oh, wait. I read that wrong. WHT. What? What the hell are you freaking looking at? I don't. Yeah. Is that what the hell? It's not what the hell because it's WHT. I don't know. Anyway, you interpret it how you want. All right, here we go. Moving right along, here's the next meme. This applies to me. This is what I was thinking. You can tell the state of mind I'm in. I didn't know that YouTube jail was real. Now I can't post any cat videos for 90 days. Well, we all know I don't really post cat videos, but I just thought that this was appropriate for what's going on in my life at this time. So there you go. There's a cat meme. Some of these are going to be kind of lame. This site is no longer available due to a copyright claim. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, it wasn't a copyright claim that got me removed. It was a strike, YouTube policy strike, which, as I said in that Shifty Sunday, they make these rules up as they go along. That's the only thing I could see. So here's a meme. I'm not... Yeah, this one, Saji. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, boy. Not too fond of this one, but I'm going to read it anyway. Same-sex relationship problems. Guys leaning on the other guy's shoulder. Who's going to make us sandwiches? Oh, God. Girls leaning on another girl's shoulder. What do we do with all these sandwiches? Oh, that's terrible, Saji. That's that's terrible. Oh boy. Moving on. Bert didn't consent to the hand job. Oh boy. Saji, really? Bert didn't consent to the hand job from the homeless man, but he sure as hell wasn't going to stop it from happening. I wonder, does Felt never mind. Never mind. That's out of bad taste. He's been felt. Get it? Okay. Let's move on. When the scent of Johnson's baby shampoo hits just right. Oh, good Lord. This is the kind of stuff that gets me taken down. Don't listen to this, folks. This is misinformation right here. Let's move on. Ugh. If she starts drawing shapes around your nips after sex, just get up and leave because a stupid ass question is coming. Yep. Yeah. This is why you don't lay around afterwards. You just kind of start it up again. You know? If you just start it up again, you don't have to lay there as long and stupid questions don't come up. You know? Just saying. My landlord painted over a roach. I fixed it. The roach. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my right-hand gal. I like that cartoon. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. And also, that's just lazy. Paint over your roaches. Just take them off the wall first. I'm just saying. It's not that hard. But I guess, if you got to paint over your roaches, this would be the way to go. I got bugs flying around right now. Those little stupid gnat things. Oh boy. Inflation Reduction Act. The economy. I think we're going to go to hell for this one. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. By the way, wouldn't it be funnier if they were drinking Momentos? What's that called? Most Mentos? I don't know. Anyway. OJ and champagne. Get it? But never mind. Next. Did you know most pictures taken of horses are females? Uh-huh. Is this that strap on? That's what that is? Saji, you're going to get us in trouble, buddy. I don't think YouTube... Isn't this nudity? Yeah, I think this is nudity. I'll let you guys read this one. I mean, I guess it couldn't hurt, but I'd get in trouble for, misinformation. I'm an unelected official, and I'm closing down the economy for years. Yeah, it's funny. Now he's leaving. He's already done all the damage, and now he's leaving. He's like a party guy that comes over to your house for a week at parties, and you're wanting so badly to get him out of your house, and it's like the day that you're going to ask him to leave, he just kind of decides to leave on his own. But he's already trashed your house and destroyed all your things, and so forth. Clogged your toilet. We're never going to get that justice, Never going to get that good feeling, that being able to seeing behind bars kind of feeling. It's sad. Can you find the black guy? Nope. No, because he is a human just like the rest of us. Just kidding. He's in jail. That's bad. That's really bad. You are so fired, man. You are so fired. Well, he doesn't even work for me anymore. That's the sad part. When it's school picture day, but you have to sell an 82 sedan DeVille at $345. Yep. Is there really anything I can add to this? You know, that kind of reminds me of like, what was his name? Herb? You remember Herb from, what was that show? Cincinnati? KRP in Cincinnati. Herb, the salesman, sleazy looking salesman. Yeah. Let's see. I think that does it. Yep. You know, I think the horse meme is going to be the one to take down my channel after I just come back. But yeah, that does it for the "What do you mean" memes. But you know, listen and look at your own risk. That's good advice. That's good advice. But so yeah, that's the "What do you mean" memes of today. And outside of that, I really don't have a whole lot, but I do want to show a video. You know, I'm going to show that rap video. And I do want to talk, you know, about a couple more things. There's a couple more items that were on the list I want to talk about. Oh, stuff that we're not supposed to talk about on YouTube, I guess, is the whole issue that I talked about on the Shifty Sunday that was shut down. So maybe that got shut down for misinformation as well. When I talked about the trans and how they're manipulating our children and taking them over. I have a completely different video on that, how that's happening. This world is a changing. And I can tell you some of the examples of the changes. I mean, outside of the obvious, there's other stuff that's going on. Here, you know what? I'm going to play music for this. I'm going to play music because it is relaxing. I'm going to put the music back on. It was relaxing, wasn't it? There we go. Yeah. So yeah, there's things going on in this world that outside of, like I said, the obvious crazy people out there. But you go into a Walmart, you know, Cole Ackerman was talking about Walmart, the crazy experience that happened to her. And there's crazier things, but I mean, less crazy things than that is the fact that Walmart, and it seems almost every store now, you know, they're getting more and more self-checkouts. And can I say that I understand, I get why they have self checkouts, but it's getting so bad that the self checkouts are now taking over the stores. There's less and less checkers, so they're taking away their jobs. They're expecting us to scan and check out our own items. And I think the other thing this is causing, it's causing sales thefts to go up. There's a lot more merchandise thefts because of these automatic tellers or whatever you want to call them. And there's going to be just more scammers and more. It's going to make it easier for the scammers to just get away with all kinds of crazy crap. And, like I said, it's taking away jobs from the cashiers. It's causing us to have to effectively be our own cashiers, which we are not trained for. I think that if they're going to do this, two things have to happen. One, they're going to have to give those cashiers other jobs. Like help us bag our groceries or something. Number two, they're going to have to give us a discount for bringing up our own groceries or our own stuff. Number three, if you're going to do this, then you have to make it so that we can cancel our own items. Because that's a big problem too. You go to self-checkout, you get stuff on there that you don't want, and then what do you have to do? You have to call for a cashier anyway. So what is the point of self-checkout if this is a constant issue? This whole self-checkout crap, it's ruining everything. And nobody wants to do it. I've been in Walmarts where they've been standing in line waiting for them to open up a register, and when it's not happening, people get frustrated. You know what? They leave all their shit right there and they walk off. I've seen it. I've done it myself many times. I'm tired of it. And the other issue, I went into a Steak and Shake the other day for the first time in a long time, and they've got these standing kiosks there. Standing computers to where you have to scroll through the menu while standing up. You don't even get seated. And you have to decide right on the spot what you want to eat. I'm sorry, but the whole experience of going to a diner in the first place is to sit down with your family and to be with your family and to have a family meal and sit there with friends or family or whatever the case may be, have a cup of coffee, have some waters while you decide what you want to eat. It isn't just that you're hungry, you go there just to eat. A lot of people have a short lunch break, or they just got off work and they just want to enjoy it. Sit down and have a cup of coffee. You want a waitress to come out to your table and have a conversation with you. You don't want to stand there in front of a computer and, I'm going to order a meal off of a computer. No, fuck that. I saw that and I left. And guess what? Do you realize how many cars were out in that parking lot? Very little, if any. And I think most of the cars that were out there were the cooks because they don't have any waitresses. They took out all the waitresses. They have seating in there, so I don't like. I guess you could still sit down and get your meal once it's ordered. But who the hell wants to stand there at a faceless computer and order a meal? If I wanted to do that, I'd go through drive-through. I'd go to McDonald's. I'd go to drive-through, get my food, and get out and go home. Or I'd go to drive-through and park my car someplace and eat it. I'd go to Sonic. That's what you do at Sonic, and that's fine for Sonic because, that's what you're expected to do. And they don't even have them at the table. Like, if they had them at the tables, like if they were digital menus, at the table, that would be fine too. I'd be like, okay, cool. I'll scroll through this digital menu at my table. That's fine. But have a waitress come out and talk to me. Have someone carrying a tray come out, give me a cup of coffee. I want to sit down. I want to have a conversation. I want my kids to color in a coloring book. I want to put on one of those paper hats. I don't want to be sitting there in front of a faceless computer. It is crazy. Yeah, we walked out. Yeah, Kmart's gone. Kmart, that's another thing. Kmart was an institution. Kmart, you would go into a Kmart with your family on a Saturday afternoon, and they would have the snack bar, and you'd go to the snack bar. Even Target, which they still have Targets. You go in and you sit at the snack bar, and you'd have a horrible hot dog, a horrible pretzel, whatever. The food was horrible. The slushies were good, but the food was horrible. But that wasn't the point. That was not the point. The point was sitting down with your family after a grueling day of shopping, going through and standing in long lines and trying to, and you weren't actually, Target is not really a place where you shop. It's more of a place where you look at stuff and then go sit down, But getting back to Kmart was a place you didn't have anything to do on a Saturday afternoon. You went to Kmart with your family, and Kmart was actually pretty cheap. It was kind of like Walmart. They had a little less stuff, but it was, it was kind of cool. You go in there. They would have blue light specials. You buy your jeans, your Bugle Boy, Superfly jeans or whatever. You'd go to electronics and buy the latest tape with Bobby Brown on her own. And then sit there in the food court. That's where you'd say, okay, I'll meet you guys in the food court 20 minutes. You go to the food court. You guys would have a horrible hot dog and a sugary slushie and, get the slushie all over your clothes and get brain freeze half the time. But it was good. It was a good experience. And then afterwards, you might go to Dairy Queen. You go to Dairy Queen to have a blizzard, You go to the park. You take your kids to the park and push them on the swings and the merry-go-round and have a fun day at the park. And then you go to Dairy Queen afterwards and everybody would get a blizzard. You get you get a Heath blizzard or Oreo cookie blizzard or, an M&M blizzard. And it was only like $2.99 or $3.99, just a few bucks. Get the large blizzard. Why not? Just $3.99. I mean, that was no big deal. Now, There is no Dairy Queen in our town, first of all. Second of all, you go to Dairy Queen to get a Blizzard, it's going to cost you $5.99, $6.99, $7 for a freaking ice cream. I wouldn't go to a goddamn Dairy Queen even if they paid me. Even if they had like the best ice cream in the universe, I wouldn't go. You know, they constantly change their prices. This was before inflation, by the way. This was before the minimum wage was $14 an hour. Yeah, thanks, Obama. You ruined the economy. You sunk the goddamn economy. Raised the gas prices. You know what the gas prices? You know, it's funny. Gas prices slowly went down. They were like $3.77, something like that. They were awesome. And then diesel fuel dropped down to $4.99. And then when diesel fuel dropped down, the gas prices went back up. So now they're going back up. Why are they going back up? Labor Day. Labor Day's around the corner. Not only that, but everyone's forgotten about Biden's little goof up, his little mistake. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, America. We appreciate it. Thanks, everyone who voted. You know what? I'm done. I'm done voting. I'm not going to add to the problem, because when you vote, you go out and you vote, you're contributing to the problem. The answer's simple. Just quit voting. Seriously. You vote. You're the one that's putting these knuckleheads in office. Straight up. You want my honest opinion? I think that's exactly what it is. I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican, if you're bipartisan, whatever. I don't care. Liberal, whatever. It don't matter. Voting is the problem. Because even if you vote, if everyone voted for the same guy, which, don't want to get too deep into that subject because we're not allowed to talk about it, because YouTube will ban you for having an opinion on that. But even if they did, you know what would happen to you know what. Of course, I'm not allowed to say it, so I'll shut up right there. I won't go into it. I won't say it. Because this broadcast will get shut down, and then they'll put another strike on my account, and so forth and so on. I don't want that. But yeah. You go into the Kmart, you ate your crappy hot dog, and then you left and went home and played Nintendo. It was simple. Now everything's getting shut down. Everything's electronic. There are digital copies of everything. You can't even go to the store and buy a DVD or Blu-ray without, I went to the store the other day. If I want to buy a Blu-ray, I got to buy 3 different copies of that same exact movie in order to get the full, complete movie with all the special junk and all the blah, blah, blah. Or I could just get on the internet and get it for free while it's still in the movie theater. So what's the friggin' point? Right? So I can have a physical copy of something I'm just going to sit on the shelf and take up space and not watch again anyway. It's what we do. That's what this country is now. This country is turning into Terminator. It's turning into AI. It's turning into Wall-E. You know what I found out? There's these robots that feed on organic material. Organic material. Let me repeat that again because it seems awfully goddamn important. Organic material. In other words, people think, oh, well, they eat plants or they eat, waste products like, shit that we throw away or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's probably part of it. But we're organic material. Us humans are organic material. So what do you think's going to happen when these robots realize, hey, wait a minute. What the hell am I eating garbage for when I can just eat a human being? It's going to happen, folks. It's the Skynet, the machines and all that. Yeah, it's going to happen. We're days away. I guarantee it. DD-74 has a meat there. That looks like a meat from Legend of Zelda. RoboCop did eat organic. You're right. He ate baby food. That is correct. That's the other thing. Let's talk about meat. We always complain when we see veggie burgers and all that. We laugh at those fools. But Saji and Armor Up, they did a show the other night. Last night, they did Awake in the Darkness. I'm sorry, A Crack in the Darkness. I don't know where I got Awake in the Darkness, but that's actually not a bad name for a show. I would do a broadcast called Awake in the Darkness. That's pretty much me. I don't get any sleep, But anyway, A Crack in the Darkness. They talked about the prices of meat. Hamburger going up $10 a pound. Steak going up to like $30 a pound. I have physically seen some of these prices. What's weird though? Hamburger is expensive. Steak is expensive. Pork products though. Pork products are cheap. Like I could get a package of like, what is it? A package of 6 pork chops or 6 great big pork steaks for like 13 something. I mean, the pork products are kind of still cheap. So there is that. But the steak, the hamburger, the just stuff you eat I went to the store and those already made patties like you get for your hamburgers? A package of those, like $10.99 for a package of those. When they used to be like $6.99 or $5.99. Remember the patties, what I'm talking, the frozen patties? I saw the chicken strips from Tyson. I used to get the frozen chicken strips for like $6.99 or $7.99. Now they're $10.99. And I think I've talked about this before. So poultry and beef are going up, but pork is still fairly cheap. I mean, I can get a pound of bacon for like a couple bucks. I mean, it's still fairly cheap. But turkey bacon, which is really good, but you got to get the Oscar Mayer brand turkey bacon. The fact I have a clip here of Dan talking about turkey bacon. And for some reason, he goes off into salami. I don't know why, but here, check this out. Hold on. Let me show you what I mean. Here's Dan. Let's see. Can I leave here and then come back? Let's see. This tab is sharing your screen. Let's see. I may have to leave and come back. Hold on. Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry, it's just me here. Um, yeah, I had Dan talking about turkey bacon. Where was that? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. And oh my God, I got a lot of screens here. Okay. Dan talking about turkey bacon. I'm getting there. Just you guys talk amongst yourselves. Say whatever it is you got to say to yourselves. Quit blinging me. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Got to keep it real, y'all. Keeping it real. Okay, this may take
Usually, I'm surrounded by beetles,
Oh gosh.
but today I'm going to be a
Wait,
beetle.
let me pause it. Gosh dang
You know,
it.
in Texas,
Okay, I paused it. Let's send it down here. This. Yeah, I got a lot of tabs open, guys. I'll be honest with you. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, the heck. All right, share the screen. Let's see. Yeah, turkey bacon, TD74. It won't let me. Hold on. I got to do something here. Okay. Get off the big screen. Okay. This is kind of jarring. Okay. I think I got it now. And I'll have to take the music off. Yep, there it is. Okay, this is Dan. Not only is he talking about turkey bacon, but notice he is also talking about salami for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know how. I got this clip. I think this is when he was backstage. He was a little drunk at the time. And, God, it's taking forever. And he was talking about turkey bacon. So let me go ahead and pause that music. Let's make it big screen so you guys can see it. And here is Dan talking about turkey bacon. So there we go.
what we like to do is take some uncured salami and put it in a frying pan, and it works just like turkey bacon. Um, you know, you take it and you put it in the frying pan, and you fry it up, and it's just like turkey bacon. Then you take some eggs. You gotta have those eggs for protein. I'm tasting my salami, turkey bacon. It's not bad, but I remember a long time ago when get it together, Dan. When what's her name? What's her name again? Oh, yeah, her. She just said, "Dear me," to me and my colleagues all the time. Oh yeah, Case Balls. You guys remember Case Balls? Huh? She used to be on the.
You can tell he's really drunk here because he's eating through his broadcast. And you know, Dan, his level of professionalism, he never eats through his broadcast. So this is just really weird. I don't know what's going on here.
This, on this channel, and you know she did pretty good for a while, and then she got drunk one New Year's Eve. She got drunk while she was on the panel, and of course, after that time, we never saw her again. So You know, I was like, what the hell, bruh? I said, what the hell? And K Smalls left the channel forever. And then, of course, now we have Guy Fawkes. You know, Guy Fawkes loves being on. But, you know, me, I ain't nothing but a potato head. I'm a potato head. You know, what can I say? I'm a potato head. I have plastic eyeballs and, you know, plastic nose and plastic lips. Hey, just like those chicks out in Hollywood, California. You know, they have plastic lips. But no, hey, I gotta tell you something, bruh. You know, this is the 11th hour. Do you know where your turkey salami is? I don't know. But anyway, let's see here. Who do we have? We got Crunchy B.
And you can tell this is during the broadcast, or at least he thinks he's broadcasting because he's shouting out names. He shouted out Crunchy B. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen Crunchy B, huh?
John from America.
John from America. Yeah, see?
Bowen's 900. Big Yellow Chicken. Wait a minute. I thought your name was Big Giant Chicken. Oh, well. Sleazy Man 63. Al Qaeda 29. What the fuck? Al Qaeda Man 29. Get out of here. No way. You're trolling me, dude. Oh, Fizzy Pop was here this morning. And
oh, it was morning time.
I don't know.
What was it, like 4 or 5 in the morning? Sheesh.
I'm gonna take a bite of my cured salami turkey bacon. I call it here in Texas. And God, why are you doing this to me this early? Jeez. Anyway. Kind of like a crisp, like a wine flavor. It's weird. But not as bad as Case Paul's deer sausage. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, he's just talking out of his mind. I honestly don't know what happened there, but he just, I don't know. He must have lost it, man. No, hey. Eddie Von King caught on right away. Yeah, that was, guys, that was just a joke. Yeah, no, it was a skit. It was a joke. I admit. But I had you guys going there for a minute there, though, didn't I? Just for a minute. So yeah, the meat's going up and stuff like that. Oh, roasted chicken, man! I'll tell you what, Go Kart Bob, you are right. I think Dan talked about roasted chicken at one time, but anyway, um, yeah, when I cracked up, that's what gave it away, I guess. Yeah, yeah, I did. I kind of did Keith's dad's laugh, didn't I? Yeah. Um, so anyway, no, it really is. It really is getting bad out there. But me, yeah, meat's going up. Fire, get your mind out of the gutter, girl. Come on now. No, but seriously, let's end things on a good note here tonight on Shifty Sunday over on Sazzy's channel And Saji has his own channel now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to subscribe to it, he's going to be putting stuff out here and there. And I think mostly just like his rap videos and stuff. But Saji made a rap video of Dan. And let's see here, the exact title. And it sounds kind of a little bit, well, Scarab's always been hard. I mean, that sounds a little, just saying, but let me go ahead and switch accounts to my main channel here, which I hope I'm not going to be in trouble with YouTube for talking about previous things. So let's go now to Saji's video. Let's see here. Oh, looks like Lone Eagle went live. Let's go here. It's been a while back. Let's see. There's Awake in the Darkness. Oh boy, I watch a lot of stuff. Go back on Saji's channel though. Let's see. What the heck? Where is it? Let's see. Still trying to find it. I got a lot of notifications about things, so. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Well, I guess I could just straight go to his channel. Since he doesn't have a whole lot. He's only got that one video, I get, or two videos. Let's see. Oh, BBA's comment got taken down. That was all on my previous whatchamadoodle. Well, let's take a look. Where the heck is Saji's channel? Please bear with me, folks. We've got a little bit of something going on here. Let's see. Channels, subscriptions. Scroll down here. Show all. I've got 464 channels I'm subscribed to, so just bear with me. And yeah, I'm subscribed to a lot of channels. I believe it would be under Sagittarically Speaking. I got to get to the S's. I think it's under Sagittarically Speaking. But it's bad. I really need to get rid of some of these channels. I got to tell you. I wonder if I looked it up. I wonder if I typed it in. If I could actually just type it in and find this channel. Oh boy. Matt Halls from The Happy Show, Samuel L. Jackson channel. You know what? I'm just going to search for it. Sagittarius. Yeah, that there's a lot of things under Sagittarius. Let's see here. Speaking. Oh, nope. It looks like there's a band called Sagittarically Speaking. That's weird. Wow, you know what comes up? Crack in the Darkness. My channel comes up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to Hangouts because I know it's in Hangouts. Go to Saggy. And let's rewind it up here. Wait. This is his channel right here. Okay.
Hey, party people.
Okay, so now it's got 33 views. So let's see if we can get it some more views. I'm going to share the link to Saji's channel right there in the comments. Let's see here. Put it in the comments. Oh, it looks like Fellow Fire already put the video in there. Okay, cool. But we were talking about Dan, and he was talking about his cured salami and all that stuff. That was, of course, just a joke. But here's the real deal. Here is the premiere video of the century. Scared performance was always hard, which sounds almost like a Viagra commercial, but trust me, um, it's a good video. It's a good rap video about Scare performance. Damn, the man. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Sagittarically speaking, did the lyrics and the music, the sound, and I of course did the video and editing. So here's my screen. I hope you guys can see my screen. There it is. Okay. Let's cue it up. Let's do this. This comes from Sagittarically Speaking channel. Let's play it.
Broadcasting from deep in the heart of Texas, it is now the 11th hour. Do you know where your reality is?
Driving late at night in 216, Uber in the freaks and got the gleam. Went online to get the scoop. Mandela affected, keep posting the truth. A page full of who can it be? A fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolls down his window and starts to say, it's all about finding the memories, cause error performance was always hard. You come with that proof of misregard, knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Stand close to the papers and I ain't that shit.
We're doing it live, man. Doing it live. Doing it live, man. Doing it live. Hey, man. We are definitely doing it live. How are you guys doing tonight?
Dry box in the place to give me the pace. To my man, Noble D is from CA. That boy Soto was a friend of mine till I got him setting up a Patreon. Saw armor up the street to call up the truth. Rachel Renshaw pulls out a deuce. Little did she know Dan had a loaded 12 gauge. One Emmy dead, LA Times front page, cause Karen performance was always hard. You come with that proof of disregard, knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Stand close to papers and I ain't said shit. Morning town and I want to get ill, so I go to the place where my homeboys chill. Mandela affected, we find and prove on YouTube in the same chat room. They greet me with a new one and I start reading. From the residue, my heart starts beating. Left to get more subs to rock their party. Before I left, I played some Atari. Sandy noted residue before the safari. Busy talked to something that made me mad. She cold said something I couldn't believe. That there's rainbow mandibles with two rows of teeth. She started talking shit and wouldn't you know, I clicked back like a pimp and hit repeat. Some guy jumped out and started to shout. So Dan threw a right cross and knocked his old ass out. Cause scary performance was always hard. You come with that proof of misregard. There was nothing in life but to be legit. Dan quotes the papers and I ain't said shit.
Hey, party people. Broadcasting from deep in the heart of Texas, it is now the 11th hour. Do you know where your reality is? What? What, Misty? What?
I'm gonna make you my bitch, Dan.
And that was I think that was the best part, actually, that last part that was tacked on there. But hey, that was a good video there. And I hope you guys liked it. I hope you appreciated it. And if you liked it and wanted to see it again, or even those of you that like Saji and want to show him your support and stuff like that. Yeah, his yeah his uh yeah. Did you like the way I put Dan in the car like that? El Camino. Yeah, that was a badass looking El Camino Dan was in. But anyway, if you want to support his channel, then you go ahead and do so. Um, I sent the link. Philo Fire sent the link, so it was pretty good. And here's the other thing. Crack in the Darkness, awesome program on every Saturday night around 7:30 Central. I guess that would be 8:30 Eastern time, their time. So they pretty much look at it this way. When I started when we started Shifty Sunday, me, Armor, and Saji, we started it at 7:30 Central Time, which is 8:30 their time, and we did that for a long time. And the reason why we started off like that was because Dan, Noble SD, and Lone Eagle had their own show that they were doing on Sundays, but it was on at a later time. They had the 10:30 slot, I do believe. And oh, hey, here's the man himself that was always hard. He says his raps with no disregard. He comes in strong and slings his dong. Good old Saggy, he can do no wrong. Here he is, Sagittarially speaking. Saggy, how you doing tonight, my brother?
Well, hello there, everybody, and how are you guys doing this evening?
I think they're doing okay. I'll tell you what. We just
Somebody was I heard I was walking down the street, and I heard my song playing, and it was Philo Fire driving by and bumping my jam. She said, "I'm here. They're playing it on Shifty Sunday." I'm like, "No way!" So I better get on here.
Yeah, get on here. I told him you would probably take time out of your busy NFL draft schedule to come on, maybe.
Well, yeah, I was definitely, trying to throw together
Yeah.
a all important fantasy football team, but I definitely won't bore you with the details of that because I don't want to be that guy.
Not that guy.
No, there's a guy at the bar, that always wants to tell you about his fantasy football team,
Yeah, always.
as if you're the least bit interested
Right.
in what his running back situation is.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't understand. See, I got a player on a bye week, but see, I got another player on a bye week the same week as this guy, and it's a pretty messed up situation. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go onto the waiver wire list or something.
Cool.
So does that sound like an interesting conversation?
Well, like I said, cool. That's what I would say to the guy. I would just be like, cool.
Oh yeah, but see, you don't understand, man.
No, I wouldn't understand. I would just go along with him, I'd be like, okay, cool. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, by the way.
All right, we'll see you later.
Well, no, I mean not. That's what I would say to the guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, but good old Sadgie, I was telling these guys, and I'm about ready to close the show, by the way.
I figured as much.
Yeah. But no, I was telling them, I said, you might come on when I do Shifty Sunday on a weekly basis, but you're not like you won't be there from beginning to end. Like you'll just come on apparently, like just
Well, I want us to do a new show, like on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I want us to, I don't want to have to do a show Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. I'll have my whole weekend tied up on live streams.
No.
However, I really enjoy doing a show with you. And, we used to do a Taco Tuesday, a What the Fuck Wednesday, or a Slap Your Sister Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, Thursday. Oh, I'm confused now. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to say.
I was telling them, I said, when I mentioned your guys' show, I miss said it, and I said, uh, "Alone in the Darkness." I said, "Alone in
Oh,
the Darkness," and I thought, wait a minute, that's not the name of the show, but that's not a bad name for a show.
no, it sounds like
Yeah.
the name of like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like a lot of times I'm alone in the darkness. So
Oh, what are you now? Well, what do
yeah,
you do when you're alone in the darkness, my friend?
but mostly I try to like close my eyes because if I keep them open, then
Uh,
the coat in my closet will come to life and try to kill me.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
not,
hate being alone in the darkness. It's like
yeah.
one of my least favorite things. I always have to have at least some light on, or a candle, or a
Mhm.
light like in the other room that's casting light into the room I'm in from that room. I hate total darkness.
Ooh, that's another good name for a show. Total Darkness. We'll have a Total Darkness show, and then it'll be like, it'll be us, but our avatars won't be on there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we'll just be black circles.
yeah.
That'd be cool. So imagine the screen right now if we were both like had black circles for avatars.
I usually have black circles for eyes.
Yeah, and our name tags weren't there,
Yeah.
and the StreamYard duck wasn't there.
Yeah. That StreamYard duck pisses me off. I told the audience, like, I didn't pay this week. So,
Is that basically is like the marker that says this guy's cheap as fuck, right?
yes, it is. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
We put a big ass duck up in the corner says he won't pay us.
That's what they do to you.
Yeah,
They shame you. They duck
yeah,
shame.
duck shade.
Yeah. You won't pay us? Oh, yeah. Take this.
Because normally you got a good old fan right there, and it cools me off, and I appreciate it, my friend.
Well, now you got a duck quacking in your ear. So,
I know, right? If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and smells like a duck. But I digress.
yeah. What do you think? Okay. I was telling the audience about this.
All right.
So, we were in Steak and Shake the other day. We walked in there, and I hadn't been in Steak and Shake since the C word happened. And,
Okay. Yeah.
and so I walk in there, and they have standing kiosks, and I'm
Well,
like,
what do you mean they have standing kiosks?
well, like
Like you
you know,
stand there and punch your order into a computer,
yeah,
like at McDonald's?
yeah,
Okay, I'm with you.
like, but this is, mind you, this is a diner. This is a neighborhood diner, Steak and Shake.
Well, yeah, they're more known for being a diner than a fast food restaurant.
Right. So do
I'll give
you?
you that.
So in your opinion, would you like to stand there after a long day of work or like early in the morning before going into work, maybe,
Mhm.
instead of like sitting down and having a cup of
So
coffee?
you can't even just go sit at a table anymore and have someone will come take your order?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, well, how about when your food's ready? Do they bring it to your table?
Well, see, I didn't get that far because I was so just like I wasn't having it.
I can see how that would be the case.
Yeah. And you should have seen that parking lot. It was like
I mean, I
half a
can see if you're getting to go. If
yeah,
you're getting food to go, that's one thing. But if you're eating in, you should be able to just go sit down. That's
yeah.
general rule of thumb.
I mean, I like to have time to look over the menu, talk to
Uh-huh.
my friends, say catch up on them, drink some coffee.
Uh-huh.
I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
I
Play
mean,
around with the sugar packets and stuff. Yeah.
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 I don't want to be pressured into like, well, stand there. No, if you like you said, if you're going through drive-through, or even if it was at the table, like if it was at the table, like a digital menu, I can understand that even.
Mm-hmm.
But like to be just, I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem right. It seems like they're taking the humans out of humanity.
Yes. Very well put, my friend.
Yeah. not just that, but a lot of this stuff. And I was talking about the Walmart stuff, how they have all self checkout and all that, and they're taking away jobs from the cashiers and blah 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 and so forth. I've already went over that whole spiel, but it
So,
just
so
seems like
I don't mean to cut you off, but
okay.
who we got in here tonight?
Oh well, we have Philo Fire,
I see.
Michael Fontaine.
I see. DD74, Go Kart Bob screeching in.
Good old Nicole Ackerman was here.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Heather Rodriguez.
Heather Rodriguez, which, by the way, is going to be my new broadcasting partner for the first half of Shifty Sunday.
And Eddie Von Kuhn. All right. I mean, and you, for the most part, have been flying solo all night, or was Heather joining you earlier?
No, I've been solo.
Oh, wow. Doing all hands solo, huh?
Yeah, Han Solo, yeah.
And all these people stuck around and showed their love and support. Well, kudos to you guys for doing that for my friend Ebro here. I mean, that says a lot. That shows you got a real diehard fan base, my friend.
I know, right? And they were listening to all my stuff. I went into the whole Kennedy assassination and all
wow.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Some people
That makes me happy for you.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the support, man. And like I said, we'll come up with something. We'll come up with Takeout Thursday or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I go to the doctor tomorrow morning and I'm getting some surgery. I don't want to go into any details. Nothing life threatening. But once I get all these doctor's appointments behind me and I know I'm not going to have, be on any special meds or have to get up early the next morning for this or that or the other. We'll start to pencil in a date. It'll be sometime probably. See, and I'd say it'd be mid-September.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. And we'll do a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'm not sure which, but we'll make it one of those 3 days.
Yeah, hopefully this live stream goes okay and doesn't get taken down. Hopefully I didn't say too much. Hopefully I wasn't being too controversial.
I know some of those memes were controversial.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. The horse one especially. I was like, I don't know about this one, my friend.
Well, I mean, the truth is the truth.
Yeah. Now, what do you think that horse identifies as?
Well, I would say that he's got no choice.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
There ain't no rolling that thing up and tucking it under.
Yeah. True.
If he joins the horse swim team, he isn't gonna. He's not gonna convince anybody he's a mare. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Oh man. See, I didn't even go into all of that. What's happening? But Tripod. Is that his name? Tripod?
Might as well be. Well, no, it would actually in this case it would be Quint Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, I'm glad you stopped by and everything.
Yeah.
And it's been a great Shifty Sunday, dude.
That's awesome.
We had a good time here. Bone Breaking Action was here too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
He says it's been a good show.
So yeah, I think we've had a good time, man. But I am really glad that you stopped by and
like I said, I heard my jam bumping down the road, and the Pilot Fire said you were playing it on Shifty Sunday. She was blaring it, man. She's got those ghetto speakers, the ones you can hear from a block and a half away.
Well, apparently you could hear them from like 6,000 miles away or something.
I know, right?
Yeah. But no, man. Yeah. So were you in the El Camino, or what were you in?
Oh no. I was just standing outside my place here.
Oh, she was in the El Camino.
Yeah. She said it's all about those MEs, eh?
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you what, man. we talk a lot of smack about a lot of things, and I had a lot of stuff that was on my mind coming back after a 1 week cancellation, and yeah, I showed them or we did a live stream on my other channel last week, and I showed them part of that live stream. So told people where they can go if they want to rewatch it.
All right.
And you were on fire that night, man. You were telling all kinds of good Star Wars jokes.
Oh yeah, anybody who missed that broadcast, they missed out.
Yeah.
We had a good broadcast.
By the way, I had something happen to me. It's kind of weird.
What do you mean you had something happen?
Well, some guy knocked at my door, said he was from the local swimming pool.
Did he start to shout? Did you throw a right cross and knock his old ass out?
I should have, because you know why? He was asking for donations.
Oh, okay. I'll give him a $5 knuckle sandwich.
Well, no, I gave him a glass of water.
Oh, well, okay. Help fill up his pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I got lots of them. Check out my Mass YouTuber channel.
All right.
Got some jokes on there, man. Some dad jokes. What was a good dad joke I heard today? Something about right-handed. I forget how it went, but there's some good ones out there, man. You just gotta look for them.
Okay, I will. I will look for them.
Yeah. A lot of really good dad jokes, man.
All right, are you taking us out of here? Am I sticking around to the end, or am I going to pop out?
You can stick around to the end if you want.
All right. Well, if it depends, if you're going to keep prolonging it.
Oh no, I won't do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and end the live. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and supporting the channel and coming on. And even though I went solo for the most part, I'd like to thank all of you loyal guys and gals out there who did it and listened to me rant and rave, mostly about nothing for a lot of the time, but a lot of the stuff had substance behind it. And I'd also like to thank Sagittariusly Speaking for squeaking in here at the last few minutes and hanging out with us. And we'll do it again next week, hopefully, if I'm not banned.
Yes, if you're not banned.
Yeah. So, guys, everybody, much love. And to you too, Saggy. And good night, everybody. Now, let's see if this cheap-ass StreamYard, I could play my outro. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, people haven't heard this one in a while. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Well, it's time to say goodbye, folks. Adios.
Goodbye, folks.
So long.
Adios.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Don't forget to watch Shifty Sunday, Taco Tuesday, and Slap Your Butt Saturday.
I knew it was
Every
slap or
week,
something.
we have a new live stream headed your way. And of course, I put videos only about every other day on the channel. You notice how channel hesitated when I said that. So remember, folks, snakes don't always bite. But when they do, get a 22 revolver and shoot their ass. That seems a little harsh. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone. Do. Hey, Charlie! What are you doing over there? I'm eating a chili dog. Oh, hell. Do. Good night, everyone.